You are listening to episode 38 of the Underhook Show. As always, my name is Steve, alongside my co-host Chris. Chris, it has been a while. 2 weeks felt like an eternity, but we are back.
To quote one of our favorite wrestling podcasts, the boys are back in town, and we're back to talk wrestling, and I'm glad to be here with you, my friend.
Yeah, I always say it, wrestling, it never stops and it goes incredibly fast, because I looked at the last time we tracked, and like an hour after we recorded, Powerhouse Hobbs' contract expired.
Royce Keys, baby.
Yeah, he was in the Saudi Rumble now, which I'll touch on that in a minute. But just some housekeeping. Life happens, shit gets real. You gotta be there for family and prioritize what's truly important. But I just wanted to say, I know we've had a lot of hiatuses over the last couple of months, planned or otherwise. But I would just say that as long as things are stable on my end now, we should be good to be back on the regular. So thank you for your patience, and anybody who's been listening to the show. It's been a crazy couple of months, to say the least, but I always look forward to, taking an hour and some change to just talk about our great sport. So thank you, man.
Hell yeah, man. I'm glad to be here. Thank you for doing this with me along this crazy wrestling journey we're going on, and I'm ready I like breaking away for an hour and some change, just not think about life, and just think about this entertainment for a minute.
Yeah, and it really has given me a lot, and I'm looking forward just to doing it again. So let's get to it. I think before we focus on this week's edition of AEW Dynamite, we should just do some general thoughts because, man, everything was happening in my absence. Like I mentioned, Hobbs' contract expires right after we were recording. Then that weekend, I was in Michigan City at the casino for my best friend's 30th, and I get the message from you about Roddy walking out to Misery Signals in Arena, Mexico, and then it's all happening, which I still have to watch all those.
With the ladies dancing was the
dancing
best part.
in sync to a victim of Target. God bless them.
I said, man, they're on time. But man, that was a crazy 72 or 48 to 72 hours, huh? That was...
Dude, for real. And I can't wait to watch all those shows because our guys, Gates of Agony, I think, worked 3 dates. I believe they worked all 3 nights. So
I want to say them and Roddy worked all 3 nights.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I did watch
all that.
I did watch the Roddy Hechicero match. So that match was badass.
Yeah, I still have to get to basically what I did coming into this, just because I have not had a moment to lock in, aside from just needing some time. But last, I'd say 36 hours, I just cherry-picked every match I wanted to see, anything that looked interesting to me. And to AEW's credit, I mean, there's been, I'd say 2 or 3 matches on each TV where I'm like, yeah, this is worth a look. And a lot of it ended up being pretty damn good. Like the El Clone stuff's been awesome. Roddy Claudio's Collision match I thought was fantastic. And then on the more eventful side of things, they hot-shotted Tommaso Ciampa to the TNT title, which that match I thought was pretty good too, if not just a little long. But
that was the only complaint I had with it. I feel like it went too long. Right decision, though. Good decision to put the belt on him, in my eyes.
I mean, they're clearly committed to him, so we'll see how that ends up.
And they're also committed to Andrade.
Yeah, he's working 2-3 times a week, if you could believe that, considering where we were 6 months ago.
I have some notes about my man Andrade here, though. During that Collision match, he was off a bean. Because he took his pants off. Man, what's going on?
Yeah, and then I love the spot with the plants.
Yeah, because they're at everything now, or every show now, it looks like.
Yeah, well, the thing is, too, Soberano Jr. in Arena Mexico, has that for real. He has, fans kissing him and shit. When he's coming. So I'm all right, we need Soberano Jr. and Andrade, mano a mano.
Huh.
Who has the most swag? Determine this once and for all. Yeah, I got to fill in a lot of blanks, especially in Mexico. I got a ton of CMLL I need to catch up on. And a lot of stuff in Japan. But, some other things I watched that I really loved. That Chihiro Hashimoto Sai Ida match. The one with that, ridiculous wheelbarrow German that went viral.
Okay, I did see the video of that one.
Match is beast. Hashimoto just clubbing her in the face legitimately. Oh my goodness, she's the best. And Saya Iida's better than people give her credit for. I don't think she gets to really work like that in Stardom all the time. So Sendai Girls still having a lot of good stuff. I still got to get to some more Joshi Independence and whatnot, but I'll pipe in here and there. Otherwise, I'm in April on ECW in 95, so I'll keep you guys posted on where I'm at with that. But that leaves us with two things to talk about before we get to TV. Did you watch the Saudi Rumble?
No. I've only seen clips of the Royal Rumble, Saudi Rumble.
Yeah, Royal Rumble.
But it looks like I didn't really miss much.
No, you didn't. So I'll give you my brief thoughts, but I want to tell you this, man. Like, I couldn't have watched this show legitimately if I tried without just throwing money at it. And I did not want to throw money at this because we've made it pretty clear in here. We've been pretty tapped out on the World Wrestling Federation for, X, Y, and Z reasons, right? But, Mill and I are like, well, it's Royal Rumble. And I'm like, yeah, sure, let's put it on. It's in the middle of the day, too, because of the time change. I have ESPN Plus. My family has cable. And my brother has Hulu. But I didn't have the right cable subscriber. I didn't have the right tier of Hulu. And I didn't have the right tier of ESPN. So they still wanted me to throw the $29.99 at the premium. And I'm like, yeah, we're not doing that. So I asked somebody who knew somebody who knew somebody. And I watched half the show live. And then I caught the second half later in the day. But yeah, I just really uninspired stuff. Like, neither Rumble did it for me. They kind of made Sami Zayn look like a bitch. They made Braun Breaker look like a bitch. Like, yeah, just was not a fan of a lot going on. But I will tell you what, Gunther AJ was tremendous.
Yeah, I want to at least watch that.
Yes, go out of your way for that.
But I was not trying to. In all good faith, I can't support a Saudi show. I just can't.
Sure. Yeah, I know. I get it.
Yeah, and like every time they do a show there, it's not good. I'm not even wasting my time. I still have flashbacks of Kane, Undertaker versus DX, man. That match was dog shit.
Yeah. You see, there was like nothing abhorrently terrible. It just like wasn't exciting.
It wasn't a Royal Rumble. It wasn't.
No, it did not. It did not feel like a Rumble at all, man. Like, and not just because of the location. I feel like they've just completely lost their minds as far as like how to book a Rumble.
Yeah.
One point, I think in the women's match, there were 16 wrestlers in the ring at once.
That's not how you do that.
Yeah, over half the field in the ring. Like, and then just, yeah, the men's one, I can't even tell you stuff that happened other than, like, obviously Hobbs' debut.
I did see our boy was in there, though. Javon Evans was in there.
He got a good
destroyed
run
by Jacob.
Yeah, he got a lot of time. And then, like, they kind of committed to Obafemi, but then they didn't. I don't know. I'll tell you what, man. I would just go find a copy of AJ Gunther, and I did watch their first match, which was also very good. Yeah, exiting the Rumble, I was not motivated to watch WWE at all, but I actually did really like the Punk Roman promo from Raw.
Yeah, I did see. I watched that on someone posted on Twitter or X or what have you.
Yeah, whatever the hell they call it now.
I did watch that. It was good. It all comes full circle, right?
Yeah, and it feels like I'm watching this and going, oh yeah, this feels like a WrestleMania program.
Yeah, so I'm like, I'm still gonna tune into WrestleMania because it's WrestleMania, man. Like, if I can, don't get me wrong, I'm not jumping through 9 million hoops to do so.
Yeah, like the whatever the rule set they had for me, I'm sorry, I'm not paying $30 for a Saudi show or really any WWE show right now. Like, just not worth it.
I will stick to my HBO Maxes and other routes, but I'm not doing that.
Yeah, man. I put in the heat check. I took one for the team here. Well, not necessarily though, because I still didn't pay for it, but you know what I mean.
Because I once they announced that Brock Lesnar was going to be on there, kind of was just like, all right, that did it for me. I was.
Oh yeah, and they pulled that stunt to get people talking, and he's so important that he got eliminated during Jey Uso's entrance
by everybody. But
it's just all very stupid.
But, yeah, well, they do it to please the Saudi Arabia, the Saudi crowd, because they're bringing back all these people that they want, because back when they first went out there, they wanted a bunch of people that were dead. Oh,
yeah, Yokozuna and all that.
Yeah, and it's like, all right, man, they're so out of touch with what's going on. They don't know. They just
when they have Mania, are we gonna get some crazy main event?
We're gonna get something, dude. It's gonna be The Rock versus Brock Lesnar versus Vince McMahon versus Stone Cold and like eliminate. Remember that Hell in a Cell with like 6 people? Yeah, that one. They're
Yeah,
gonna do
the
that.
running back Rikishi will do the truck spot again.
Rikishi, I don't know if Rikishi even like WWE anymore. He be talking
Oh yeah, because of how they booked Jay.
his horrible son. Yeah, that one.
Yeah,
But like, but I was just gonna say like on my end, like wrestling wise, I just been watching Pro Wrestling Gorilla, man, living in a good time, living in some
hell
good
yeah,
eras.
dude.
I picked up like I don't know if I picked up like hella DVDs, a bunch of bolos I didn't have, and I picked up this show called Kurt Russell Reunion where they do it at the it used to be Wrestle Reunion or whatever it was called,
Hmm.
and it's pretty. I just bought it because Great Mood is on it, but so far so good. It's like it's got Chris Hero versus Kevin Steen, and that match was a
You
banger.
said PWG booked Muda?
Yeah, uh-huh.
Oh my god.
They did. So they booked a Legends Battle Royal, and I thought he was going to be in that. Luckily, he was not. But Terry Funk was, so that was awesome. But this one, I haven't made it to the Muda match yet, but I'll keep you posted.
Hell yeah, dude. I'll just throw out. I just wanted to take that sidebar to say I did watch Royal Rumble, even though I wouldn't recommend it. I'll just say that. But AJ Gunther, great stuff, and I hope AJ. I know it sounds you always want him to jump, but I'm like no. For what he hasn't been able to do in the last decade, I would love for him just to sign a 6 month with the dub because
I
he's got work to do there.
You got a lot of work. You got some unfinished business.
Yeah.
Just don't have him join the Don Callis family.
No, I think with some of the way they're booking their top end talent, I think is a good indication of what they would do. We can get into that though. I literally just closed out my page with my notes, so let me just.
Hell yeah, dude. We're just
Yeah. Oh
rambling.
yeah, we're getting in. We're in mid
We're in
season
rare
form here,
form, dude. We're back.
shaking the
We
rust
are
off,
so back right now.
throwing the notes out before we even get into conversation. But
Who needs notes? No schmokes.
typically not me, but and I got the training wheels on for this one. That being said, AEW Dynamite from Las Vegas. Was this the place they did the collective last year?
It looks like it.
It sure looked like it, yeah.
I liked it. I love these small venues, man. I think it was. The
Yeah,
Pearl
it's
Theater at the
interesting.
Palm.
It's interesting that when and where they run Vegas now, because obviously we're used to them just doing Double or Nothing, and then they would do the MJM and then the big building for a couple years. Obviously now with Mania weekend, I'm sure there's some sort of embargo, and obviously you don't want to run the same city in that proximity because everyone's going to be spending their money the month before. So we're just running in Vegas for a Dynamite, but yeah, venue looked cool, and we talked about it before we hit record. This is just a very solid, like just meat and potatoes TV, man. Like not a lot of bullshit on this show.
And they said, "Oh, the boys are coming back. We're just going to go ahead and do this."
The ending of the show is damn near a bat signal for us, but we'll get to that when we get to it. We can start from the top though. Going right into actually no, we didn't go right into a match because they did the Collision kind of Saturday night's main event style quick fire promos, but they did it
Yeah.
after the cold open. It was very strange how they did that, but once they got that out of the way, really cool trios to open things up here. Death Riders versus Don Callis family. I think we could just it's safe or excuse me. I think it's safe to assume now that Death Riders just baby faces.
Yeah, they just said, "Yeah, we're going to red can that up."
Very strange, but it worked.
Yeah, it's about to happen now. They're just going to make us not think about it.
Yeah. Oh yeah, but
They're still the
at
best
least
fucking thing on this show. For me, when Mox is on, I'm locked in. So
yeah, still continuing his incredible run. He has no signs of slowing down. If he's not wrestling twice a week, he's at least he's been doing commentary like on Collision too. So he's keeping busy, which is always good to see. But this was the team of Moxley, Daniel Garcia, and Pac, Singlet Pac.
you got to pay $50 to that.
Yeah. Okay. Gotta pay the big bucks for that. But Singlet Pac for those keeping track at home. Against the Don Callis family trio of El Clone, Josh Alexander, and correct me if I'm wrong, a returning Konosuke Takeshita. He's been on a bit of a vacation.
Yeah, like other than coming out and just
He did
like confronting
the
stuff, but
backstage. Yeah.
yeah,
This is his first match of
yep, this is first
2026
match.
for AEW.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. So I got that one kind of right. But I think what they did here is we're clearly building to Moxley Takeshita, and they said who could we pair together to complement this. And I thought they did a pretty good job with that because I don't think Josh Alexander does the shooter thing all the time. Like I think he's more pro wrestling than he tends to than like what you would assume when you
Yeah,
look at him.
need more mat based.
But yeah, so they did that with Garcia though. I think they did lean into the more map based stuff to open things up, which I really enjoyed. And I said it before and I'll say it again. I think it's not the worst thing in the world to have Josh Alexander as a complementary piece in matches like this. So I think he's in a good spot. To me, though, the real like curiosity here was seeing Arez and Pac wrestle, and it was awesome.
Yeah, I was thinking, I need more of this. Give me this.
It's what's really great about it too is we've talked about Pac maybe tailoring his style since coming back, and with this kind of, I mean, he was always like ripped, but like with especially like as hench as he is now, to maybe he wasn't flying around as much. The thing with El Clone / Arez is he can do anything. Like he can do the Yaveo stuff on the ground. He can fly around however you want him to. He could throw bombs. So like on paper, this is kind of the perfect dancing partner for him.
Yeah, last week I think it was right. Yeah, last week he had that match. I bet he did that Matrix move or out of the J Driller. I think it was.
Yeah, with Briscoe.
Yeah, and I said, yeah. Oh, okay. I seen him in GCW, Arez or Ares, and but yeah, this dude's gonna be awesome. I can't wait till Hologram comes back.
Oh yeah. I mean, they kind of ripped the Band-Aid by having him lose already, but I think that tells us that it might be a while until we eventually get that match. But I mean, but just to have him on hand as like a TV wrestler, hell yeah, like count me in. I've really enjoyed what he's contributed. The Commander match was awesome. The Briscoe match was awesome, and then this one too. What really drove home though this idea as Death Riders as baby faces was like they did like an honest to god hot tag for Jon Moxley.
Yeah, and the crowd went nuts.
Yeah, it was sick.
I said, I was like, we are so fucking back.
Yeah, no, it was quite the thing to see compared to where we were like, I mean, 6 months ago, you know.
It's so weird though, because later on in the show, well, not later on, they didn't come out, but Yuta and Marina are still playing the heel.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, what's going on here?
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe they gotta maybe it's situational, because they do absolutely have to be. I mean, Wheeler Yuta ain't no baby face right now until he
gets a haircut.
Yeah, which we'll see if they actually do it. I don't know. I would not rule Marina getting her head shaved, but I feel like it has to be Yuta. I don't know. Maybe I'm overthinking it.
Yeah, I'm assuming.
That being said, though, real fun opener, and they've been doing this sick, like, it doesn't, in the situation of putting on a submission hold, maybe doesn't make the most sense, but the Scorpion Deathlock stomp combo just looks cool as hell. So, like, it looks really sick. So, like, I guess I can't really complain. But they went for that as the false finish, but Takeshita had to get the win.
What was that move that Takeshita caught Garcia in? He caught him in like a leg lock, but he turned it into that wheelbarrow, I think it was.
Yeah, it was just like an insane, like, just basing out of it. And
say, man,
get a lot of guys firing on all cylinders here, and this is a good indication of that. Yeah, I really enjoyed this. I don't know how I feel about another Takeshita Moxley match so soon, but I'm also, I mean, I think they've had 5 matches so far, and I've enjoyed every single one. So I guess there's no reason to think I wouldn't enjoy the next one, but
it's gonna cause more the Okada and him split though, for sure.
Yeah, and I think there will be a Fletcher rematch down the line as well. So one to look out for. Backstage, Renee interviewing Swerve, and not much of a promo. I mean, Nana had to take over. This was more of just establishing him on the show because we would see him later, and he didn't have a match or anything tonight. But let's talk about Swerve for a sec, because I still feel like he's the odd man out here in this crowded title picture. I don't know, because the Andrade push is clearly palpable, and we're building to something with Hangman and Kenny eventually. I don't know. Swerve just kind of feels. I feel like Swerve's been spinning his wheels since he's come back. I mean, granted, he had the two TV main events, so like it's not like they're not doing anything with him. But if I don't know, I feel like he needs some sort of character change, or at least character development.
Go heel.
Yeah, like fully healed, not the anti-hero shit. Like I think he needs to be a bad guy again.
Yeah, because like right now you other than Andrade, you have 4 other faces going after MJF at the time, right? And
Kenny, Brody King,
Darby. If you count Swerve, that'd be 4. Darby got murdered.
There's going to have to be some sort of dynamic shift, because I feel like what we're actually building to here is one more Kenny and Hangman tag. I don't know if it'll be a run or a one-off, but I feel like if this is Kenny's kind of last hurrah, maybe it'll be Kenny and Hangman against Andrade and Swerve at Revolution. Well, actually, no, because if whoever wins the singles match gets MJF at Revolution. Maybe we'll get that around Revolution time. But I don't know. I feel like all the names and faces in this orbit, there's something else to this outside of last man standing gets to MJF. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I just feel like Swerve isn't... I don't mind him being around. Like, I'm glad he's back. I'm glad he's healthy.
There's a reason. Like, there's like an underlining.
Yeah, something ain't adding up. Math ain't mathing right now.
It looks like we're getting him and Kenny.
That's, you know what, that too. That's probably the Revolution match now that you mention it.
Yeah.
We're showing our work here. So thank you for...
we're back, boys.
Yep. Speaking of somebody who isn't back yet, but I would assume would be back pretty soon with the video package. We got a Will Ospreay video package about his successful neck surgery. And I mean, let's just put it out there. Let's address the elephant in the room. We're getting Ospreay return vignettes around the time AJ Styles is a free agent.
Give me it.
Just saying.
Give me it. Just this one. You want to make me happy? Give me it.
It's got to happen at some point, right?
You want to make me extra happy? Give me it in Chicago.
Yeah, I mean, what that would be
at the Wintrust Arena though, not the Now. Give me it at the Wintrust.
I mean, hey, if it's a pay-per-view and we have the day off the next day, we'll make the trip.
I'll go, but Wintrust.
They've been avoiding Wintrust like the plague, dude. Like they're running G1 Climax tournament at Hoffman Estates, so
yeah,
I don't know if they had like a deal that was up or if they're just not booking wrestling anymore. They're also doing Midwest Dynamites. I want to say between Dynasty and Double or Nothing, and Chicago is either being skipped or hasn't been announced yet. So I think we'll have a better idea if they do a spring TV here. But back to Dynamite. We got a Orange Cassidy Tony Storm enhancement squash. Where are you with this whole thing? Because I think it's a great bit of bullshit, like in the best way.
Man, you know me. I love my comedy.
Yeah.
And this is great. When she came out in the denim.
Mm-hmm.
Come on.
The denim romper and the white boots to match. Yeah, Tony's always on point with her gear. But I would say this is a better example of finding things for your roster to do, because I think on the women's side of the booking, they've really struggled with that since Statlander won the belt, which we'll touch on in a little bit. But yeah, this was a ton of fun, and credit to the enhancement talent for just stooging the hell out of this, because, you know, they're both jaw-jacking and then just like stooging their asses off for it. I popped for Tony hitting the Mongolian chops. That was badass. And then, you know, they've been dabbling into intergender stuff here and there, and I think the dude on the team taking the hip attack and then into the orange punch, I thought that worked for the finish.
I guess the good old jobber enhancement talent match, you know?
Yeah, I mean, I've been watching a bunch of pit bulls and 911 squash matches, so that's how I've been getting my fix.
Hell yeah.
Love 911. That's neither here nor there.
Yeah, that's a bad boy right there.
Oh, is he like a legitimate, like, bad dude?
No. I'm just saying, like, bad motherfucker. Like just
Oh yeah, no,
yeah,
he can't do anything. He just fucking just
or
rocks up
just
and chokes.
choke slammed the shit. When he choke slammed, I think it was Fonzie one time. Man,
I've not gotten Bill Alfonso yet, but I did. I'm in this feud right now. It's just real quick side panel where Ron Simmons is like choke slamming everyone in sight to get his lick back on one, and it is beast mode.
oh, man, I need to lock into some old ECW.
95 is a ton of fun, man. It's like even if it's not the best, it's just like it's insanely watchable. Like it's so easy to get through. But I'll have a lot more to say on that at another time. But
Hell yeah.
so this was a build-up match for. I thought they were running it on Collision, but it's in Australia next week.
Which makes sense.
Yeah, for a big gimmick match like this, and Tony Storm obviously needs to be on this card.
Yeah.
Tony Storm and Orange Cassidy against the Death Riders, Wheeler Yuta, and Marina Shafir. Whoever takes the fall gets their head shaved, which is interesting because all signs point to Yuta. I mean, he's been growing that hair out basically since he turned on Danielson. And, this is a good way to make the most of that and then get a haircut in the process. But, I mean, I wouldn't outrule Marina being crazy enough to say, hey, let me do it.
I wouldn't rule even Tony Storm being crazy, but she's not going to lose in her hometown, her home country. I mean, continent, country, I don't know.
It's both. No, it's both.
So I all signs. I mean, like you said, it's either going to be Yuta or Marina. But I did like the line that said, "I'm going to make Marina look like Mox." So.
Yeah, that was awesome. But the whole time too, they're talking about how horrible it is to be bald, and like Luther's in the back, like just trying not to acknowledge it,
looking around like me.
Who could they possibly be referring to? I believe after that we got it was the first bit. It was the actual abduction of Darby Allin.
It was part A of the kidnapping.
Yeah, by Clark Connors and Gabe Kidd, who aren't War Dogs anymore.
They kept calling them War Dogs though.
They are, but they aren't. Like Bullet Club's not a thing anymore. There's this Unbound faction, which was like
I did see that they did all that.
Unbound is all the Bullet Club and LIJ rejects. But then,
they weren't saying Bullet Club War Dogs. They were just saying War Dogs. So,
they might be War Dogs in AEW because I would be shocked if Clark Connors doesn't sign.
Yeah, I fuck with Clark Connors.
Yeah, and then he's pretty sure he's been going steady with Tekla for a while now, so it would make sense.
That's why Tekla was on Wrestle Kingdom.
Yeah, Wrestle Kingdom. Yeah.
See, I don't. See, now it's all coming. I was like, why is she with them? Makes sense.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's what's happening there. But yeah, they beat up Darby Allin, threw him in their trunk, and drove off. So we got an abduction on live TV.
There's like one person that can help him. Great O'Con.
We'll have to talk about that when we get to the B section of this segment because, I mean, he's going to have somebody, right?
I would assume so.
Yeah, we'll throw some names out there in a little bit, but next, we got a Hangman Mark Davis match, which kind of mirrored the Hangman Brian Keith match from a couple weeks ago, last time we spoke, where it feels like they're giving Hangman these singles matches against guys who don't have a ton going on, and they're just going out there and showing out. I thought this was pretty good.
You already know me. Anything with Dungzilla.
Yeah.
Also, sidebar. Let's hope for our boy Jake Doyle.
Dude,
Speed. Like what?
Cannot catch a break.
I said no.
I felt terrible when I read that, just because.
It was weird because when I was watching it, I noticed something. I was like, it looked like he just said something to him, and I see him shake his arm. But I didn't think nothing of it. I'm like, oh, he's just sullen, whatever.
Yeah.
And then I said, oh man.
First, his world title reign got cut short. Now this can't catch a break.
But it's he'll be back, and then But that match did fuck though. I liked it to that point.
This match though, like I said, similar to the Brian Keith match. No nonsense, just these two going at it. I think it was a bit more flashier because you had Hangman flying all over the building, with the moonsault off the, not the balcony per se, but the elevated seats.
Yeah, the high riser.
Yeah, and then he hit one in the ring right after that. So Hangman had his boots on tonight.
The tombstone reversal was sick.
That too.
But yeah, it was a good. I fucked with another good match. Like I said, we both said it, this whole night was just all gas, no brakes.
Mm-hmm.
Even the enhancement talent match was still entertaining.
Yeah, yeah. And like I said, I'm glad that in light of the injury, they're able to give Mark Davis something to do, just because, he hasn't had anything to do since Aussie Open unofficially disbanded. And then now he's finally, well, it looked like they had some like actual plans for him with Jake Doyle, and then all that got thrown out the window. So good to see them make light of it. I also think with the amount of Hangman on this show, it looks like there's a delicate way to put this. I don't like they're just kind of just pushing through the kind of shitstorm he's been in lately.
Yeah, I was not gonna bring that part up, but
We didn't have to. We didn't have to. I'm not
he
gonna
he,
spend
he
this
did
on.
address it though. He did address it. So
Yeah, it's just a. I mean, it's another day where you're reminded that we don't know these people personally. They're not our friends, right? So I think we could just
yeah,
leave
it
it at
was
that.
like that's what I said. Like they are here to entertain us. Outside of that, I don't know anything about them. So
Yeah, yeah. So we'll leave it at that. A bit of a promo there where he just. I think he was laying out the stakes, where it's like the unofficially this kind of gauntlet of last man standing gets to MJF. So whoever wins between Kenny and Andrade will face Hangman in Australia for the title shot at Revolution, which I'm cool with that. I still think this wasn't the cleanest way to get a number one contender.
I have a question though, and maybe you can help me answer it.
Hit me.
How did Andrade just get shoehorned into this so quick?
I don't know. He's cool.
No,
He's too cool.
I'm just saying. We're Andrade people over here. You know, I like Andrade. I just had a question because last week on Dynamite they were like, yeah, if he wins this, he's part of the number one contender. I said, how? He's had 2 matches since he's been back.
Well,
But
we could do some headcanon stuff here because
then I thought about it. This was all gonna happen. The match that's happening next, Andrade versus Kenny, was always the plan. So I get it. That was always, it was just a weird, convoluted way to get here.
extremely convoluted way. But if you do look at the landscape, Swerve's been in this title picture since he's come back, which was November. Even with the way it happened, I mean, Andrade beat Swerve. So you would have to say, well, I'm next, or I'm at least in line ahead of you.
So kind of like when you pin the champion situation.
Yeah,
You
pin this guy. You're in that point of the line, and he just told MJF, "I want your title." I mean, he kind of big leagued him here because the MJF's like, "I'll give you $1,000 if you beat Hangman," and then on a commentary they said, "Well, Andrade said if Mark Davis beats Hangman, he'd pay him 10 grand." So it just sounds like he's, what's the word I'm looking for here? He's throwing his weight around. We'll put it like that.
That makes more sense. Like, I was like, man, maybe I missed something, but I will say after the match tonight, though, I was like, all right, I mean, we're here.
If he's able to keep this up, though, not only match performances, but like if they're able to keep him at, if not bubble main eventer, but like as legitimate main eventer, I think once the Takeshita, Fletcher, Okada stuff all finally resolves itself, I mean, you could just have Andrade as like the guy in that faction.
Absolutely.
Because I mean, clearly you'd think for the schedule he was on in WWE and then all the weird shit that's happened since, I mean, he's wrestling like a man possessed.
He's wrestling like he actually loves the sport. Go figure, huh?
Yeah.
He's also wrestling for Hog. He's the Hog champion, right? So he's a certified Hog dipper.
What we need now, though, is we need the makeup match with LA Park.
I don't think we're getting that. He on the other side now.
Well, no, it was the new La Parka that was in the Royal Rumble.
Oh yeah, I forgot. There's multiple.
Yeah, because he wasn't. Because I'm like, La Parka, cool, but I'm like, why is he not fat? And like, who is this? And I had to like put 2 and 2 together. They're like, oh wait, this is they've handed down the gimmick, but LA Park's still working indies. So
how they were going to get that match though.
I'm still holding out.
I mean, WrestleMania weekend's right around the corner. Anything's possible.
Well, this match was supposed to take place. Like it was announced after he like made his like fake comeback to AEW. It was gonna happen in Atlanta.
His pre-comeback.
Yeah. So like that was booked for like a random indie in Georgia,
Yeah, I
and
remember
then
that.
like
And then all that happened.
all the legal stuff happened. He got pulled. So I'm hoping for that. But hey, at the very least, we should get him in Arena Mexico again, which will be must see. But for now, we have the small matter of Andrade El Idolo versus Kenny Omega. Winner faces Hangman, and I mean, the, we still have some meat on the bone here with this pairing. But dude, I mean, I don't know about you, but I thought this lived up to the hype.
Yeah, this was pretty badass.
This was fucking awesome.
Like, from free TV, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, this is a big match. And they just said, you know what? Top of the hour, run it.
It's a top of the hour run. It. This is for the boys. They're coming back tonight. You know, but yeah, I'm gonna go back and watch it again fully. I was in and out with my taking care of the kiddos, but I did see most of it.
I mean, it was everything you would expect. They're laying their shit in. They're doing all the hyper athletic stuff. I don't think they went too insane with the counters. Like I said, I think we're getting one more at least between these two. But you did get the big one wing angel sunset flip bomb in the corner in that avenue. And the one thing on these Andrade matches, I feel like that it's like not even a pop up, but that like spinning back fist. There's always something to me that comes off clunky, and I'm thinking, oh, this isn't gonna land, and then it looks like the sickest thing you've ever seen.
That for when he throws that faint kick, and then it's just ball game.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he did it. Who did he face last week? Who was it on Collision? I forgot. He did somebody.
He wrestled Magnus not too recent, or not too.
I don't know who. It might have not even been Collision. It might have been. I don't know where I've seen it.
He's wrestled off the top of my head. He wrestled Angelico. He wrestled Magnus from CMLL.
It might have been the
Swerve.
It might have been the Angelico match, and he did that feint kick, but he threw everything he could with that elbow. Ugh, that's
just like every time. Yeah, they did some cool stuff. I think maybe just overreached a little bit, but I still had a good time with it. I think like this is the perfect example of like the type of match you want when in that kind of realm, because Kenny's in this weird spot of like we didn't know if he was going to keep booking the matches around, not him, but like they're going to keep booking the matches around the diverticulitis. But then he's like, nah, last run I'm just going back to Kenny Omega. So that's refreshing in its own right. Even though I do think you could do some cool stuff if he did have an Achilles heel. But I mean, this hit that sweet spot of like they were going for it, they were doing all the wild shit, but like it didn't feel too much.
It was fine. It was good TV match, great TV match actually for free TV almost.
Yeah, easily a highlight of AEW's I guess 5-6 weeks into the year. Even with the screwy finish, I didn't mind it.
Yeah, no, it was fine. I mean, because all the stuff leading up to it was good, so it was like fine. It wasn't clunky or anything. I thought it was fine. They got hit in the balls, but it's setting up for Swerve and Hangman or Swerve and Omega. Looks like.
Yeah, because I don't care if it's screwy finish or not. I mean, pinning Kenny Omega is a good indication of where you're at in the company.
Oh yeah.
So I was more like, holy shit, Andrade is going to
Andrade's going to WrestleMania.
Andrade's going to WrestleMania.
Points to the sign.
He's going places, man. It's awesome to see, and I just hope we get more of this. I think Andrade Hangman has a lot of potential to be great too.
Yeah, I just see like a buckshot lariat getting turned into that elbow.
You know what else looked just disgusting? Was that Somato in the corner, like the Meteora?
Oh yeah,
they're running the double knee. Oh my god!
It runs full force into your face,
dude.
Yeah,
I'm gonna rewatch this match too, man. What the fuck? This was awesome.
That's what I said. Like, I gotta go back now, like, because him and Hangman's that's gonna be badass. So.
In the write up, it's like as he basks in the adoration of his front row ladies. This is a real ass wrestler.
Real upon real. He gets the ladies, you know. He gets now he's getting the he might he's not man. I don't who do you have? I don't even know what you.
I think it's gonna be Hangman.
Yeah, because you're not gonna do
Yeah.
heel heel. I mean, which you might, but
Unless, because I mean, I would love if they just strapped the rocket to him. It's not. It wasn't going to be Kenny yet because they're doing the pay-per-view after Revolution is in Canada. So I feel like if you're doing the Kenny big final challenge, or they're going to at least frame it like a final challenge, I mean, you probably should do it in Canada because they're going to be just losing their minds.
yeah.
And
Well,
as much as I bring it up though, real quick, what opened Revolution in Los Angeles last year? It was MJF versus Hangman. It's Tony Khan booking, man. He loves doing, well, we ran it here, we're going to run it here again.
this time it's gonna be the main event,
For the world title, right. Yeah. So what were you saying, though? What was your caveat?
I was gonna say, but to the caveat to that Canada thing, would you do that? And if you're bringing Cope back,
You mean put him back in the world title picture?
no. So like, have Kenny win the title right in Canada,
Mm-hmm.
right? And then you're gonna have Cope win the tag belts in Canada too at the same time, because that's what I'm assuming. That's what the FTR thing goes, right?
I mean, I think you'd have to because what else? I mean, I don't know. I feel like they didn't set up challengers very well for this FTR run.
Is it all it's all out, or is it that's not all out in Canada, right?
Dynasty.
It's, Dynasty. Yeah, see, I mean, all signs point to that, you know.
Yeah, because I mean, what he's been at, it's been almost 6 months now.
Yeah,
We're like month 5 of Edge and Christian stepping away, and realistically, if they win them in April, and Wembley's in what, July, August, you run Edge and Christian, Young Bucks. I mean, that's the match they're gonna do, whether we want it or not. Speaking of, didn't they say they were wrestling tonight?
FTR.
No, the Young Bucks they did a vignette last week, and they're like, put the tag team division on notice. It starts next week in Vegas, and then like,
Yeah, they did say that.
Yeah, they didn't wrestle.
Are they on Collision maybe? I mean, they didn't announce it.
Yeah, no, they are. It's them against Gates of Agony, and then the winner of that goes into a 3-way match to face FTR, and the 3-way match is in Ontario, California, which I believe is the closest to their hometown. Fuck, are we doing FTR Young Bucks again?
Right.
I mean, the Rascals are in it, so I don't know if they want to give them a showcase.
Yeah, I mean,
I feel like they still didn't figure out this damn tag division, and it wasn't actually in a pretty good spot when FTR won these belts.
Yeah, I mean, but my thing is, so you're putting Young Bucks back in another title contention multi-man where they just had one with Doyle and Davis,
Yeah. We'll figure it out. We'll get there. We got to talk about the other side of the tag division, though, with the women's eliminator match. Megan Bayne and Penelope Ford healthy, back at it, beating Babes of Wrath clean.
Yeah, really weird.
If I'm not mistaken. Yeah, no. I feel like they were supposed to win the belts originally.
Absolutely.
And I think they're just going to outright win them now.
I think you have to at this point because you're doing the situation of having all your belts tied up in the thing again. Yeah, the same thing again.
Yeah.
You need to get rid of the belts off of them and put them on Mega Bad, which is a sweet name, by the way.
Yeah.
And, that was like you said, that's why they had to pivot with because Penelope got hurt, but they were supposed to win that whole thing, I bet. But then they had to pivot. Boom. Hey, it's fine. Here we are. Now it's time to put the belts on the real champions.
Yeah, and I sung their praises last year. I thought for this portion of the show, they do their jobs very well. I thought this was one of the better Babes of Wrath matches, quite honestly. Yeah, I think there's more to this, so I'm looking forward to the title match. And I think I keep wanting to call them Top Gods. I think that was the FTR thing. But I do think Megabad get their reign here. It always felt like it was kind of built for them. And then, like you said, it frees up Willow to finally do something with this TBS reign. And I think, whoever beat Monet for it should have a significant reign. On top of that, I will say let's also unpack the stat stuff, because it feels like at least the internet discussion has flipped on her, which is a shame. But I don't think they have given her anything.
It's not her fault. Like it's what they always do.
Yeah.
You know?
So I thought the Tekla match was fine. I think their gimmick match has a whole lot of potential. Did she say what the stip was yet?
She did. I don't remember.
I think that promo took place before the match, actually. All right, well, we'll find out when we find out. But I just thought like it was finally time for Stat and Willow to run this division as they should have, and it doesn't feel like either of them have had very much to do, which is a shame. Yeah. And I think then if you look at something like Mark Briscoe's TNT reign, are they just like not doing babyface champs well right now?
I just don't think they know how to book them, bro. To be honest, like
I mean, you got this roster. You could. I mean, Briscoe's wasn't too offensive because that's the thing with the TNT belt. It's like you have your weekly defenses or every couple of weeks, and I was really enjoying them. So like I had no problem with that, but it just felt like and apparently Champ is going to be babyface as well, at least for now. When look at the women's side of things, and it's just like the Babes of Wrath have been on TV every week, but Stat and Willow individually have not had much to do whatsoever, and I think that's a failure on the booking.
I just wish they figured out like they need more writers, they need something, but come on, it's there. You have the roster because sidebar. I see they put 2 other women back together, and they might be my new favorite tag team also. So.
Oh yeah, it was. I believe this was last week, or was this tonight?
I seen that last week.
It was last week. Jamie Hayter and Alex Windsor. I think that's a good spot for them, especially if you're not revisiting Hayter in the world title scene just yet. Although if they did flip her heel, Hayter Willow would kick so much ass.
Yeah, I feel like this is what gets us there, bro, to be honest.
Yeah.
Because Windsor is, a baby face. Have Hayter turn on her, set it up, put it in my veins.
Speaking of the women's division, because they announced this match for, I believe it's next month, at the Pro Wrestling Eve promotion in the UK, which I believe Ospreay, I don't know if he's on the booking, but I think him and Windsor have like a lot of.
I think they run it or something. They do
yeah. Maybe they do book it. They got Dakota Kai on their big show.
I did see that.
So I'm wondering if she's not going to come over too, which I think AEW would be a good fit for her.
Either there or Ring of Honor, even just to get somewhere out here.
Ooh, her and Athena again. It's been a while. Yeah. And, she needs to be on TV somewhere.
I love AJ Styles more, though, so.
Yeah, package deal. Speaking of Athena, just before we wrap up Dynamite, got just a couple segments left. It was announced she's actually going to be on the
New Japan.
Yeah, she's challenging Shuri for her belt, so I wouldn't be surprised if that sets up the super.
Yeah, the Tokyo Dome, or that's
No, it's in the States.
It's in the States.
Yeah, New Beginning. I believe it's in Massachusetts.
Yeah, I seen the headline. I didn't read it. I just said it said if she was returning to New Japan. So.
Yeah, so that'll be cool.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
The one thing about this show where I was like, man, they maybe a little too heavy-handed with. I mean, I'm not gonna complain that like a lot of these matches had stakes, but I do think this title match fell through the cracks a little bit. The Jack Perry Ricochet match. I didn't think it was a bad match though.
It was just wasn't a good fit, I don't think, for this show, to be honest. Like it was good. It wasn't a bad match, but I don't know. I think it was like timing, maybe. But I expected more, but they had to rush for time, I guess. But I understand. Is it because the Gates of Agony beat up Luchasaurus, right? That's how we got here.
Yeah, that sparked this whole feud. So my question is like, what's the end game here? Are we just doing the big trios?
1-on-1, but then who's your third?
They already did it though.
It's gonna be Marco Stunt. He's coming back again.
No, you just do the demand against the Bucks and Perry, which I feel like they've done already. I don't know. This is all blurring together for me.
Or you let me dream and Marco Stunt comes back.
Marco Stunt, Tala Leona.
Give me that.
Yeah, you see the vision.
Remember, was it Wardlow and Marco Stunt, or was it either him or Brian Cage? One of them lost that little man. Yeah, man, good time. He is coming back to GCW though. Sidebar.
I did think I believe I saw that. Yeah,
Him and Sandman. One last match. Not together.
I know the Sandman. Yeah, who are they going to get for the Sandman's last? Is it just going to be Janela?
It's gonna be Janela probably.
Yeah.
It'd be the safest bet. Not
Is Tommy Cairo still kicking it somewhere?
I just hope that Sandman can go.
I mean, it's a Sandman. He's just gonna get loaded and swinging shit.
Last year he was also Sabu, bud. So I'm kind of just worried about these things.
Well, I think the Sabu one. I think there's more to that with the whole like injections and I don't have all the info on that one, but
I did see all the stuff coming out afterwards.
I don't know enough to speak on it, but Skypoint Sabu. And just I hope everything goes well for Hack, because if anyone deserves to go out on his own terms, it's the Sandman. So, but Ricochet wins with a sick looking Vertigo, by the way.
Yeah,
and
really good. You know me, I'm a Jack Perry guy, so I was happy to see him on my TV.
I thought it was one of his better singles matches since returning. The Fletcher one I remember being really good. This one I think was not quite there, but I think it was a good showing from both. And I think Ricochet needs something with this belt. He's got to do something more with it. So I'm cool. I was cool with this. I just think it slipped through the cracks a little bit.
Because I mean, let's be fair. After the Andrade Kenny match, I mean, it's kind of hard to follow.
Right. Yeah. No, that definitely. But then we got this crazy ass production truck shit.
Yeah.
Clark Connors choking somebody out, and then Gabe Kidd's doing his "I'm a madman," play the tape. Yeah, and they just left Darby Allin in a body bag in the middle of the desert, so we'll have to see how he responds. I mean, that would imply a tag match, but who would Darby Allin's tag partner be? Because I think we cashed in our Stinger ticket for the I Quit match.
Yeah, I think Sting's son.
El Hijo del Sting, yeah.
Like, the guy's been wrestling on Dark. Who else can help? There's nobody feuding with Gabe Kidd and that. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah. I mean, I still got some New Japan shows to watch, but I feel like he hasn't been too involved.
Like, there's nothing that makes the most logical sense. You know what I'm saying? Like,
well, because I'm thinking, like, who has Darby teamed with in the past? Shingo's in the Unbound faction, so that wouldn't really make sense. Evil and Hiromu are apparently Fed bound.
Yeah, I see that too.
So I really have no idea. Is there anyone like on the shelf right now?
Jay White. Make it make sense for me so I can get Jay White in there.
Well, Jay White and Darby had a feud that was put on ice. So, like, Darby went out off the Jay White match to go to Everest. They never resolved that. I feel like Jay White would have more issues with David Finlay.
David Finlay is also Fed bound too, because NXT they're making this little Nepo baby faction. Not really Nepo baby, but like
Is Regal's kid in it?
Yeah.
They ran him versus Timothy Thatcher on an episode of Evolve.
I need to watch that.
It was really good. I had to tap in.
Warrior Wrestling is throwing Mad Dog Conley versus Timothy Thatcher in a dog collar match at Logan Square Auditorium.
Is that?
I will look it up after this. I remember.
Yeah.
I don't know who it could be, man. I was like, unless nobody helps him, it's him and Gabe Kidd. But why would Clark Connors be there? You know, like all signs point to a tag match. But who do you get?
Well, I mean, the safe pick as far as babyfaces who aren't doing anything right now is Mark Briscoe, and I think he would fit in that kind of wild ass brawl setting incredibly well.
And then him and Gabe Kidd already have beef.
They had their feud last year or 2 years ago.
Yeah.
Right.
So there's that. So maybe that could be one. And he did just drop the belt, so that frees him up to help out. That might be it, man. I mean.
Yeah, because Darby's like he's still like very much like top babyface, but he's been very like isolated in that regard. Other than that, Bandito isn't doing anything right now, but that wouldn't make sense. What's Jeff Jarrett doing?
Is calling people slap nuts.
Get Jeff Jarrett in there. How about that?
I mean, that's what I'm saying. Get him. Who else do you get, man? There's no.
Unless there's like some really obvious booking thing that I just haven't seen yet in New Japan.
Yeah,
I'll report back on this next week because I'm pretty sure I'm not this weekend. I'm just gonna before the Super Bowl. I'm just gonna watch a ton of wrestling. So
Yeah,
Yeah,
let me know because I can't even think who my fuck it, Jay White. That's who I'm picking for no reason
yeah,
whatsoever. Just book
yeah.
it.
Just get our guy back. But we could talk about the main event because there really isn't much to talk about.
You mean
This was
the greatest main event in Dynamite history? What are you talking
this was
about?
this was really awesome though how they delivered it, and it was just straight up just Hangman's music. MJF had his back turned. They did the choke spot on the apron. Brody hits the signature and his finish, and that's it. And you always talk about heels being vulnerable, heels playing the fool. This was just some genuine stooging from MJF to build multiple matches out of. Really, really efficient stuff. And as much as I joke, oh, best MJF performance since, I don't know, Mystico match.
But it makes sense though. Like
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? Like that's what it is.
Eventually all these people coming for him is gonna blow up in his face. You know what I mean? Like you got all these challengers in your business. You're gonna slip up eventually. And I think they did it wonderfully here.
Yeah, and like everyone coming out the end was awesome. Made sense. Having our
Especially but
having our dog stand tall.
yeah, Brody King's challenging for the world title, dude. Are you prepared?
Dog, I've been waiting.
It's one of the things that has aged well on our show. From a year ago, around this time when we started, we were saying, yeah, we just want more for Brody King. Now he has I'm assuming he's either going to open or close that show. I don't see MJF going in the middle.
I, I would assume it's opening, and then you have maybe not. But anyway, just having him challenge for the world title in a big show like that too, you know, like not just a regular Dynamite. It's in Australia, Grand Slam, so it's pretty big.
Yeah, it's
Is
a
he
really
gonna
awesome angle, though, I would say.
is he gonna win? No, but hey, a guy is happy that he's just there, you know.
Yeah. As much as I joke, like, oh, best MJF performance, like, no, it was a really awesome, just, like, heel eating shit scenario. We need more of that in wrestling in general. Great way to close the show. I think they telegraphed it well. I believe it was the end of last week where MJF ran to his car and the Hangman like stopped him. It's just Hangman lurking. You know what I mean? Just reminding him like basically wherever you're gonna go, I'm gonna follow. And that's what told me that that's the Los Angeles match.
Oh yeah, absolutely, because like
Yeah,
that's the last picture you've seen, you know.
yeah. So unfortunately, I think Andrade is not gonna win in Australia,
That'd
but
be a badass match though.
it should be a sick match. I'm excited for that one. Grand Slam's looking pretty good. I don't think there's too much announced for next week's Dynamite, but keep it locked here. We'll have all that for you next week.
There is a sick triple threat match that was announced for Collision.
Random as hell. Claudio, Roddy, and Ciampa, they're giving Ciampa trial, or what do they call it, baptism by fire.
They said, yeah, he's got it.
Tony Khan's got him like, all right, we're getting everybody from Ring of Honor's history. You gotta wrestle them all. So, because, I mean, shit, that the Ciampa Briscoe match, that was right out of like 2014 ROH. But looking forward to that. Looking forward to the parking lot fight as well.
8-man, let's go.
Bucks Gates of Agony, just straight up tag match. I actually want to see what that looks like. I think that'll be cool.
If the Bucks are just being the Bucks again, I'm like, okay, cool, whatever. But I just don't want. They don't need to be in the title picture.
No,
They could boost the young guys, and please just change your names to the Bucks.
yeah. I'll tell you what though, a man can dream. FTR Gates of Agony on pay per view.
Yeah, that'd be hard.
I don't think we'll get it, but a man can dream.
Hey, they did Doyle and Davis against FTR. I mean, anything's possible. Like Kevin Garnett, anything's possible.
Yeah, Kevin Garnett, Uncut Gems. But one thing I wanted to look into before we sign off, because it has to do with the plugs. But before I find this, do you have anything to plug, Chris?
I have nothing at all, my friend. I have going to Squared Circle Expo next month. That's all. Boots on the ground.
I'm trying to find the Stokely Hathaway Fund that they were advertising.
Oh, man, the Help Stokely Fund.
I think there was a real website for it.
I think there was, but I forgot what it was. But it was hilarious.
I can't find it, so I'll say I don't know. Look up the Help Stokely Fund. That's what I'll plug. Because I don't have anything done yet. I mean, I still got like 8 months of 95 ECW before I have a video out. Working on my Violent People 100, which, if Chris and anyone listening, if you want to submit a ballot of your top 100 wrestlers from 2025 based on in-ring output only, violentpeople.co. We are not affiliated, but I really enjoy what they do, and I do contribute blurbs to the big list. So, yeah, Stokely Fun, Violent People 100. That's all I got for now. But I'll tell you what, my friend, wonderful to be back talking wrestling, and hopefully we're just gonna be doing this every week again.
Yeah, man, I'm here as long as we are, bro. We're chilling.
Yeah. So keep it locked here. We'll be back with Dynamite and a preview of all the goings in Australia next week. But for Steve and for Chris, thank you guys for listening. Enjoy your Super Bowl weekend, and we will talk to you again next time.
See ya.